Let's get good. I am the Gamer Under Development, and this is Monster Train. We're going to be picking up today with the Umbra clan, the only clan that I have not gotten to level 10 with yet. The Umbra clan is the clan that uses the morsel and gorge mechanics. We're going to be allied with a random clan here, and that's just to keep me on my toes. I tend to fall back a lot on the Melting Remnant. I want to kind of avoid getting too stuck playing one faction, so we're going to let the game choose our second clan for us, and I am up to Covenant rank 5 now, which means minor battles now have additional enemies. Let's see what happens. Having additional enemies in battles, by the way, not necessarily a bad thing. That is something that we can take advantage of. Oh boy, I don't like this start already. The end is near. This incarnation of Hell's greatest foe will temper the strength of your units. Only the truly determined can survive. So we have the sapping version of Seraph. That's not ideal. Immortal Trade wasn't really something I wanted. Ember Drain is not a mechanic I'm fond of using. It's basically like wasting energy from the next turn, this turn. This is actually really useful on boss rounds though, so we can do something with it. We also have Spell Weakness, which means that our secondary clan is Stygian. That's a really weird combination for the Umbra. I don't know if we're going to have a good time with that, but Spell Weakness is actually really strong, so I don't mind having this. And then Excavation Eruption, 4 energy, so we're not even going to be able to cast that unless we get a morsel giving us energy early. Deal 20 damage to a random enemy unit 4 times. If it's slain, we gain 2 energy. And we have that with Energy Siphon, so this is actually a really nice starting combo. This I'm not so fond of. Let's go ahead and see what we can get over here. +2 capacity on the middle floor is pretty strong. When you play your third spell of the turn, all cards gain +1 magic power for the rest of the battle. What is the possibility that we'll actually end up doing? Actually, the possibility of that is pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good, but it is only 1 magic power for the rest of the battle. If this was like permanently, that'd be way better. I feel like capacity on the middle floor is just way better overall. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna go to the Dark Forge and see which version of our champion we want. +2 capacity on this floor. If we put him on the middle floor now, that means we're going to start with, what, 7, 9 capacity on the middle floor? That seems a little intense, right? We could also go for the Lifesteal version with Gorge. I do think that the capacity one is going to be better. We probably won't put him on the middle floor. We'll probably put him on the bottom floor. But what this means is that if we can get enough morsel support cards to get us some morsels early on, we'll have plenty of space to put them on either floor. For our trial here, it is non-boss enemy units get +4 attack. Not a big problem with the Disciple Protector, much bigger problem with the Discipled Foot Soldier. The Foot Soldier is a major problem there because we don't have a way to pick them off, and they're going to hit for 8, which will immediately kill a Train Steward. However, it is worth considering that we may be able to just throw a morsel in front of his shot and protect the unit, so I think we're going to go for this just because I do want the additional unit draft. We don't really have any specific units from either of our clans yet, so we don't really have a good way to go forward as far as what we're doing unit-wise. We have tons of capacity, but capacity on its own won't do a ton for us. So if we go here, we're going to take a significant amount of damage on our champion. It may even be worth going for Immortal Trade here just so that we get some health back. But I'm not sure, because that is going to cost us 2 of our energy for the next turn. I'm going to go ahead and hit that spell right off the bat. 2 energy for the next turn means we'll only have 1, not a whole lot to play with at that point, although there are 2 energy siphons left in our deck, so that is potentially worth it. I think we do it here just because it's the only way to kind of protect our champion. I'm not happy about doing it. I actually think it kind of sucks, but it's the only way to really protect our champion, so we're going to go for it. I am not going to use the second one, though, because having double Ember Drain is just not worth it. Having Ember Drain 4 basically cripples us entirely. At least here we can play something. Still not something good. Oh, this is going to be rough. Yeah. Not good at all. I'm going to go like that. No matter what we do here, we're going to take 14 on our champion, but he does have Life Drain, which will help to balance it out. If we put anything on this row, it'll just get killed by this guy, so that's not really worth it. Now here the question is, do we want to sacrifice a Train Steward? The answer is absolutely not. So what we're going to do is put this morsel right here instead. That will absorb 1 of the shots, and we will be fine. This unit, however, is going to get to our 3rd floor and be a big danger. Hopefully we pick up one of our 6 damage to the front row spells to kill him off. And there we lost out on some money, and that's one of the things that makes me wonder about these trials sometimes. Like, they may just not be worth it for that reason. So let's kill him. I think down here we definitely want to load up on Train Stewards because what that basically tells us is we're right before the boss fight. So we're going to put a Train Steward there, and I guess an additional spell weakness on this guy. We don't really need that, but now if we get a spell next turn, we can just flat out kill it. Okay, so this is kind of tough. If we don't stop him on this floor, we're in a lot of trouble. That's basically where we're at. I don't think we even have a way to stop him on that floor, though, which makes it more problematic, so to speak. I mean, this actually could potentially result in us stopping him on this floor, if I'm being 100% honest. Let's go like this. Let's do that. Yeah, we stop him on that floor, fight's over. Ooh, hold on, guys. Sorry, just had to sneeze there real quick. Yeah, that seems fine. This is actually going to work out perfect for us. That life drain, or lifesteal, really coming in handy on our champion. I guess I underrated how useful that card was going to be for us, because it's already kind of cleaning house. That is huge right here, just allowing him to face tank all that damage and clear that entire row on his own. Beautiful round for us. We end up getting the bonus from the trial and everything. Just a really solid round. Packed Morsels and Cannibalize, both great options here. Packed Morsels does consume, Cannibalize does not, which makes me more inclined to take Cannibalize here. However, Packed Morsels also gives a... Oh, they're both 3 rare or uncommons. So now I feel like Cannibalize is probably the better option, but Packed Morsels is also free. This is tough. This is actually really tough. Let's see what we have in here that we might want to throw away. Like, that's the thing. We would have to pay 2 mana to get real value out of this, whereas this one's just free and gives us value right away. I think I'm going to go for this one. And of course, a whole bunch of spells. So we got 0 units, but we will get a unit draft at the end because of the trial that we chose. We don't actually have anything that triggers off offering yet, so this isn't particularly useful. I feel like Flash Freeze here is going to be a lot better because it is going to allow us to target a backline unit and also apply Frostbite to that unit, so it'll die even if we don't kill it with the damage. So I'm going to go for that. And then we have the Lodestone Totem, which applies Sap 1 to all enemies on Incant, which is very powerful, but it also costs 3, which is very not powerful. We have the Guard of the Unnamed, which is very powerful along, you know, as long as we're playing a lot of spells, which we will be. However, we also have the Overgorger, which is an absolute house. This is something I was hoping for early on. I'm going to take the Gorger. If we get the Gorger and we go for the first unit upgrade, and we get lucky and we hit Multi-Strike, that'll basically be it. Like, at that point, it's kind of game over for the other side. So Revenge, apply Frostbite 3 is okay. He is a big beefy tank. Sweep, apply Frostbite 3 is okay. This is actually really good for killing backline units, though, as long as they don't have spikes. So I think we'll take this. And then we'll come in here and we got Large Stone, which is not what we were after. If we were to put that on the Overgorger, he would take up way too much capacity. He would also get a nice stat boost for it, but he would still take up way too much capacity. I'm not a fan of Large Stone in general. Like, it just doesn't appeal to me all that much. But that doesn't mean we're not going to take it here. It could actually make sense to put that on, say, like our Coldcaelia here. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. And that would allow her to have a lot more health, hit for a lot more damage with her sweep, and also apply that Frostbite. I don't think that's bad. It does raise her capacity cost. And that's problematic. Let's see. What else could we really do here that would be good? Giving base damage to the Overgorger is a good idea, but it would also waste one of his upgrade slots, which I don't think is worth it. So given where we're at right now, I think maybe the most useful thing we can do with this is put the Large Stone on. Yeah, this is probably the best option right now. And if I'm being honest, I wish I had a little more money to put the other upgrade on her too, but putting the Large Stone on her isn't a terrible idea at the moment. Let's see how that does. What we'll do here is we'll put her behind our champion. Oh, look at that. And everybody gains Spikes 3. However, since we upgraded her to have more health and stuff, Spikes 3 isn't really a big problem. And now our goal is just to put Overgorger on the 3rd floor and feed him every chance we get. Rage 2, that's a problem. Haste is a problem. Haste means they will rush the Overgorger on floor 3, so we have to be careful with that. And then Spikes would be even more problematic, bar the fact that Overgorger shouldn't attack until we upgrade his attack damage, so that would protect him a little bit. He could get absolutely wrecked, though, just by enemies, like, hopping to that last floor. So it's a tough call how we want to do this. Actually, if we get Coldcaelia on the bottom floor with our Penumbra, they're basically dead anyway. I think we're fine. We're gonna go for the trial. We're gonna go for the trial. It may be a mistake. We'll find out here. There is gonna be a lot of damage coming in that first go. In fact, it may even be worthwhile to just wait to hit them until floor 3, but I don't necessarily feel like doing that. Not enough to kill him. It's perfect. We're gonna leave him at 1 here. Okay. I can live with this. It's dangerous. Don't get me wrong, it is dangerous. But I can live with it. Let's go here. And even though it doesn't matter, we'll just put spell weakness on anything. There we go. And they're dead. God, she's gonna be an absolute house this run. We do need to basically find a way to keep this guy alive now, and oh, I messed up. I messed up a lot. There's basically no way to save Penumbra right now. So what can we do then that's gonna be of value? That's actually pretty good right now. That was a mistake. He's gonna go down pretty hard right here, and there's not a lot I can do about it. Yeah, I guess we just do this. Like, I would have put the lifesteal on him, but he's gonna die before he even gets to the lifesteal. Still, she's just clearing floor after floor after floor. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We don't have enough energy to actually do much more than this, but at least we get to feed the Overgorger something. So it's a start, and we're already on the boss. If we were able to get another Ember Drain on her, that would be excellent, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. So we need to really consider what we're doing here. Getting these and putting them on the floor with the Overgorger, at least the better ones, is going to make a lot of sense. I don't know if we actually want this haste unit to be skipping him to the next floor, but I think we can actually kill both of them. Let's see, let's do this. Let's... Dead. Dead. Morsel Miner, and she's going to kill him. Round's over. I guess we didn't make that big of a mistake. Okay, so this is going really, really well so far. Like, every time I think I've made a huge, huge mistake, it's been okay. It does occur to me, though, with her having higher health than our champion, maybe she should be the one tanking for him. I don't know why I was having him take. It doesn't actually make a ton of sense when you think about it. So Space Prism here is excellent. Ember Cache is excellent, but it is kind of a delayed reaction because you don't actually get the cards from it until later, although they do give you energy and draw, which is something we're having a problem with at the moment. And then Mind Collapse is basically a lower cost X variant version of Excavation Eruption. It's not a terrible card for us, especially with us having a lot of ways to apply spell weakness, but I don't know if it's something we necessarily want. It does hit any unit, though, which makes it really good for pinpoint killing stuff. That affects the board state. This doesn't really affect the board state. This doesn't supremely affect the board state, but it is really, really useful. I think I'm gonna go for this. I think that has the biggest effect on the board state. This is actually really decent if we were building around Offering. So far, that doesn't seem to be a mechanic we're playing into. Another Apply Spell Weakness wouldn't be bad if we had more incant, but we really don't. I feel like Ice Tornado might be the best bet here because it'll kill 3 units on a floor if they have low enough health. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's like a multi-kill card. That's actually pretty useful. Okay. Do we go for... I think we're going for another unit upgrade for sure. We really want to get multi-strike. Hello! That's what we wanted. So now we can pair that with the Overgorger, and he will eat 2 every turn, which will basically allow him to grow near infinitely. Of course we get Large Stone again, because why would we get anything else, guys? Large Stone is super good. And by super good, I mean not very good at all. We could actually apply it on Coldcaelia, and she will be a house at that point, guys. Like, that's kind of insane. I'm almost tempted to do that. Because we could still put her on the first floor with our champion. That would be nuts. Absolute house at that point. Still, she wouldn't die very easily because of that double Large Stone. We could also put the Large Stone on Morsel Maker, which would make it fit perfectly into a floor with Overgorger, but that does mean that we won't be able to pinpoint play any morsels anymore. Well, that's not a terrible thing because this will be summoning Antumbra and Magma Morsels anyway, which will fill the floor out. I like the utility of being able to fit him into a 1 capacity slot, though. Like, that's actually really nice. This right here just seems nasty, especially since we have the additional capacity on our 2nd floor as well. I think we're gonna do that. I think that's just nasty. We're gonna go all in on it. She was a house the last fight. Hopefully she'll be a house in the future fights. Here, I think we either put health on the Morsel Maker or damage. Actually, we could do both. We can do both because we're not putting either of these on a Train Steward, and the Morsel Maker isn't one that it's super important to get, like, specific upgrades on. Just giving him a little more tankiness and a little more damage is good. I probably could have done Concealed Caverns first. That would have been a better idea, I guess, but I didn't think about it at the moment. Upgrade a unit with 25 health. When your pyre kills a unit, restore 5 pyre health. This is actually really, really strong. And then the large shield friendly units get plus 10 health and Heartless. This is also really strong if you don't have any healing. We have lifesteal though, so we don't really want to do that. We're going to go for the medium shard here, which is going to give us blood for blood. Very, very powerful, very useful. It'll help us to replenish the health on our pyre just as the combat goes, because there inevitably are going to be enemies that make it to your pyre. Constructed explosives explode twice. Awesome. That's my favorite one of these. I'm being sarcastic. That is the worst one of these you can possibly get. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to pause for a moment. Let's see. That going to the top floor works out great for us, except for the fact that we'd like to put Overgorger up there, so we're obviously not going to be able to do that. I think maybe what we do is we put Gorger on the 2nd floor here, then. Yeah, that should work out fine. We will put Coldcaelia here in the front so that she can tank. Oh, I put him down in the wrong order. Now we're kinda effed. I have made a grave, grave error. Actually, I did make a grave, grave error, but I think we can make this work. I think we can make this work. Oh, we're not gonna be feeding the right unit now. I am really bad at this game sometimes. Just gonna throw that out there. In that case, let's do that to give her a little more health. Mistakes were definitely made. I mean, honestly, though, she'll probably clear everything that comes into the floor for a while. Like, she's enough of a house that we can build an entire strategy around her being on the bottom floor. I did play them in the wrong order, which was a big mistake, but we'll be able to recover here pretty easily, I think. And we can even go ahead and put Morsel Maker over here if we had the energy, which we do not at the moment, sadly. Not gonna put him down there because that's just pointless. That works. Yeah, she's gonna take a little bit of damage, but it won't matter too much. And they're dead. And she's frostbiting the the enemy boss at the same time, which is kind of great. Yeah, that's for sure dead, because I don't want to deal with it. And then we're gonna go ahead and Shade Splitter here just to get another morsel. Wrong floor to put that morsel on, probably. Here, I think we could just go for this again. I think that's probably fine. Getting more lifesteal on her seems extremely powerful to me. Yeah, she basically heals infinitely unless they kill her in one turn. It's almost like we have the trial where they have to kill, you have to kill everything in one turn instead of them having it. Here I actually want to put Energy Siphon on him so that when we do crack him with a spell, we'll just toast him. Let's see. So, Dead, give us 2 more energy. With our 2 additional energy, what we're going to do is Shade Splitter, get an extra energy from that, and then Dead. Alright, pretty decent so far. Like, I've made a bunch of mistakes this game. Thankfully, we've gotten really lucky with upgrades, and it hasn't mattered a whole lot. And I don't think it's going to either. I honestly just think we're in a place where, due to the upgrades we've managed to get, there's not a whole lot that can go wrong, thankfully. I will have to get a little more careful as we go forward. This is largely happening because I don't play Stygia very often, though, and, like, I definitely don't double large stone stuff very often. That threw me off big time. He's dead. It doesn't matter what we do. He's already dead. Sure, he's dead. Get him. God, she is huge, too. Like, her head pokes through the top of the floor. That's incredible right there. That right there is incredible. And dead. This is our real champion. She is our champion now. Okay, so 75 gold. This is decent. Consume, discard your hand, draw 5 cards. Also pretty decent. This is probably going to be better if we ever actually have the energy to cast it. I definitely think I'm going to go for this, though. And I'm not sure for our first upgrade whether we want to take a capacity upgrade like we normally would or an energy upgrade here. I feel like an energy upgrade might actually be better. Incant gain rage 2. That's pretty decent, but only really if we put her on the first floor is that really, really good, because that's where we tend to play most of our spells. He could potentially be good, but we already have somebody we want to be feeding all of our morsels to, which I've already messed up on a lot. So here I do feel like we get more out of energy than we do out of the capacity, so I'm going to go for energy. I think that's the right decision. I'm sure that when Lazy watches this later, he'll tell me it was either the right or wrong decision, and then I'll either feel like I was smart for once or I made a mistake. I've made a lot of mistakes so far, though, so there's not really anything to say about that. Like, it has definitely been a mistakes were made game so far. This is appealing. Can you imagine if we hell-vented a second one of these? It just seems like that would be nasty, you know what I mean? Like, just straight up nasty. If we go to this side, though, we basically waste that pyre if we go to that side, so I don't feel like that's the right decision. There is more money, though, and there's also an artifact. I still feel like wasting the pyre node isn't really worth it. So we'll go here. Incant gives 2 health and 2 attack. That's actually pretty decent because we can use her as a tank. And then we can remove something and duplicate something. I still feel like duplicating her is like the nastiest, most evil thing we can do, and it absolutely works. But maybe not. Maybe we'll duplicate something else. I also think it could be beneficial to duplicate the morsel maker here so that we can feed more stuff into people. That's tough. I think I'm going to duplicate her because she's the most invested unit and extremely powerful. And then we can unstable vortex to cut 2 of our train stewards because they're functionally useless. Anything we can do with a train steward right now, we can also do with a 1-cost spell to make a morsel. Additional capacity here seems very, very useful for us, although Lifesteal 2 and Gorge is also kind of nice. I think I'm going to go for the additional capacity, though. Especially with the units we have now. Like, that additional capacity is huge, and this time I will remember to play him first. Enemy units enter with 15 armor. I don't think that matters. When they're taking 31, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. We're gonna go for that. Okay. Remind me, guys. In my head, I'm listening to you all reminding me not to be a spaz. So, yes, that. The problem here is that now if we play this, we actually can't play the Coldcaelia next turn, which is problematic. So I think what I'll do is I'll put her down right here, and then Shade Splitter a couple times on this floor, just to give her the incant. And I may even go ahead and Frost Lance up here just to give her incant again. I think that's more valuable than getting 6 damage on this beefy boy here. And then down here, we can actually play these morsels because he will gorge on them, and it'll be fine. There we go. Just fine. These guys make it to the second floor, not super worried. As soon as we get a Coldcaelia, this whole thing changes. Yeah. The whole face of this fight just changed right there. Here I may even go for this. Or even go for it here and see her get incant triggered. I mean, there's almost no need to do this here, though. We'll just do it. We'll do it. I want the incant trigger here, honestly. And then down here, we don't really need to play Immortal Trade, so I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to let this slide. Yeah, they're never going to make it past our second floor at this rate. He did have lifesteal right there, so he was able to heal himself up anyway, which is very nice. And there we go. Welcome to the house that Coldcaelia... Is it Coldcaelia or Coldcaelia? Coldcaelia is probably the correct pronunciation. In that instance, what we're going to do is we are going to get our money's worth, so to speak. This is actually not going to be able to kill anything now, so that was maybe a misplay, but it's really not that big of a deal. We're just getting incant triggers for this. I probably could have put Coldcaelia behind her, but the fact that she has so much more health makes it seem more sensible to put her there, and then just let this go. We haven't even got our Overgorger. Like, the Overgorger was supposed to be the main focus of our build, and instead he's just not... He's not even an afterthought at this point. He's a never was thought. Oh, but now we got him. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's do that. And packed morsels here. Give me something good. So we'll do that just to allow him to morsel up a little bit more. We'll put one right there, and then one right here. This is ridiculous. As long as he keeps gorging, we can still use him late on in this run. And in the meantime, Coldcaelia is just wiping floors, like, horrendously. A brief respite for them. A brief respite for them. I wish their champion or their boss was showing so that we could energy siphon him twice here, because that would be great. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so instead I'm going to get the incant trigger here. Throw the... I can't put the Morsel Jeweler there, so instead I'll put the Morsel Jeweler here to give her damage shield 1. Bam. Bam. We know the next round is a boss round. Come get some. That's exactly what we're saying. Come and get it. Nom nom nom. Get the gorging on for our Overgorger. Damage shield is on. This should be very hilarious. Like, yeah, we already won. We already won. Like, we don't even need to try. We just win. Sure. We'll spell weakness that guy. I guess I could just do... Oh, no, I can't do that there. Okay. Nom nom nom. Gorger gains a couple damage permanently. This becomes a hilarious joke. We wipe out everything. Coldcaelia for the win, y'all. She is 100% the bestest. Oh my gosh. She's just cleaning house. Like, it's almost disturbing how badly she's beating on them. So we can get Crucible Extension here, or Engine Upgrade. Engine Upgrade isn't terrible, but considering we've been using all of our capacity, I'd rather have the Crucible Extension. Whether we'll have the energy to play it or not is a whole nother story. +7 magic power on the floor, permafrost, apply frozen to a card in your hand. This is actually cool because it stays out of your deck and it allows you to pull something else out of your deck, which is really, really good. So we're gonna get that because we can always put the Lifesteal Ember Drain card in our hand and just hold it for the boss fight. Definitely a reasonable way to do that. Over here we can double another card. Do we want a third Coldcaelia? Is that what we want to do here? I really don't think that's a good idea though. In this instance, we also haven't upgraded our magic at all, so I'm going to come over here and get some money. Get an artifact. When a card with Consume is played, restore 5 health to your pyre. We don't really need that. Cards with Consume have a 50% chance to be discarded instead. That's actually really good for us right now. And then we'll go to Merchant of Magic. When played, this card is placed on top of your draw pile the next turn. How lovely is that, guys? So that's an interesting one for us to look at here. So being able to put this on top would give us a free spell every turn to trigger incant and also stack more spell weakness. I don't think that's a bad idea. Being able to put this on top would give us a way to pinpoint kill stuff every single turn. Also not a bad idea. Being able to permafrost or freeze something every turn. Also not a bad idea. The problem with holdover in this instance is there's a lot of different targets we could put it on, and I'm not sure which the best one is. I feel like that's a really good one though. So is this, though. Just being able to constantly energy siphon, just to get the incant triggers, or being able to even constantly make more morsels would be good, too. I'm gonna go with this. I think we can get a lot of value out of that. Upgrade a spell to cost 1 less. Crucible Extension seems like a great target for that. I'd like to get this down to 0. Then it would be a non-consuming version of the 0-cost one that adds a capacity, which is very nice. This is actually really nice here because it makes it automatically do 10, which means that with 1 energy it'll automatically do 13, presumably killing something and allowing you to get more value. However, with the +10 damage being able to be applied to one of these as well, 30 damage 4 times is a lot more damage. 30 damage 3 times also a lot more damage. It does generally make this card much more useful and allow us to get a little energy back off of 1 energy, or even 0 energy, so I think I'm gonna put it on here just for the value we can get out of that, and then we'll reroll. Upgrade a spell to Permafrost. When it's drawn, it just sits in our hand. That seems like a great upgrade for this, because we almost never have this when we have the energy and want to use it, versus like everything else where we kind of generally have it when we need it. Yeah, that seems good. That seems good. Then we have the Power Stone again, which we'll probably put... I mean, we could also put it on this for more pinpoint damage. I'm usually really fond of getting that pinpoint damage up there pretty high. We could also put it on this to just make this ridiculous. Like, at that point, this is legitimately just ridiculous. Put it on that and make this like a round ender with a little bit of spell weakness as well. I kind of like that. We could also give this -1 cost, which makes it infinitely more playable, though. So I think I'll do that instead. And what we'll do with this 10 damage is we'll either put it on the Ice Tornado, the Flash Freeze, or the Mind Collapse. I think I'm going to do the Mind Collapse. I know that might seem a little bit like all in on the Mind Collapse, but I think it just makes the Mind Collapse infinitely more playable. And then we can do -1 cost on this, and that'll make that a lot more playable as well. I'm not going to spend money to purge here because I don't really feel the need to. Although I guess... How many cards are in our deck? 28 cards right now, so if we were able to cut the Train Stewards, that would probably be better. Yeah, we'll cut one of them. Okay, here we go, guys. On to the next round. Oh boy. Sweep and Lifesteal 10. Fortunately, there's only like 2 units on each of our floors, so good luck with your sweep. This is also a sweep unit right here. That's more of a problem, but not really with the way that our floors work out right now. And then the Clip Shaman. The biggest problem with this guy is he will actually kill our morsels, and he has a lot of health. Spikes 4 could be problematic. Is it, though? Is it really? Not really. The biggest risk is that our champion dies early here, so I'm going to go for it. We'll get a random artifact from this. It seems worthwhile. The boss on this one isn't particularly scary due to the fact that we basically 2-unit all of our floors. And we got a great start. And I messed up again. How am I this bad? How am I this bad? I have never wanted to kick myself so much. So now I don't know what we do. I guess we put him here. I get excited when I see her because I'm like, okay, we probably just won the round. As soon as I see her, that's what it feels like as well. We probably just won the round. I'm gonna go like that, and then if we get another Coldcaelia, we'll put it on the middle floor here. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. She'll keep eating morsels. It's gonna be absolutely fine. And there is our other Coldcaelia. Oh, that was the wrong one, too. Sad times. We'll go ahead and do that. Do that. Even more morsels. Gift all the morsels. And then in this case, we'll put the damage shield morsel here. And we'll probably put her right here, just to kill that guy for some money. And since we don't have anything better to put up here, we'll just put all the morsels there. Now, we're going to run into trouble if we get our Overgorger here, because we're not going to be able to put him down in a way that would allow us to play the Morsel Maker, but I don't think we have another Morsel Maker anyway, so it probably doesn't matter. Wow. Wow. We are just wrecking face. Wrecking face is a good definition for exactly what we've been doing here. Spell weakness here just to get incant. Yeah, more incant triggers. On this floor, we're not super worried. I would like to get the lifesteal for the bottom floor Coldcaelia really soon because she is starting to get a little bit lower on health. That lifesteal would help her out infinitely, especially if we get it for the boss fight. That's the main thing. If we don't get it by the time we get the boss fight, that'll be a problem. Yeah, we're in a bad spot here because we can't actually use Shroud Spike to consume a ton of stuff yet. We could use... What do we get? We got gain 1 energy. That's actually really, really good with Shroud Spike. I'm gonna put that right there and just go bam. Give me all the energies. We also got to play a spell there, so that's a nice trigger. We can go ahead and use this to freeze this. We have 6 energy, though. It feels like a waste not to use it, right? Like, okay, what do we wipe out here? I mean, we could wipe out something on this floor. It's all gonna die anyway. We could wipe out... I think it's better to do it here. Yeah, I think that's better because it protects her more. And then we might as well just play this here to get another incant trigger. Like, there's no limitation to what we can do at this point. That's crazy. Even when I make a huge mistake about placement, it works out fine. because the Coldcaelias are just so strong with the double large stone. I always felt like doing double large stone would be a huge mistake, and now it's just like, no, that was just smart. Here we're gonna go ahead and freeze Immortal Trade just so that we can keep that for next round. I'm kind of tempted to do this one this round. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. That'll allow us to stack even more lifesteal. There's almost no way the boss makes it through the first floor with her having lifesteal stacked that high. Yeah, this is almost an unwinnable position for him. I'm gonna go ahead and energy siphon him to give him spell weakness. And then here we get 26 damage plus spell weakness, so that'll just hit him pretty hard. It won't do enough though. Go ahead and do that. I probably could have played that on a different floor to get an incant trigger, but it won't really matter that much. She's gonna lose 27 health, but he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Coldcaelia is the living embodiment of a house, y'all. All right. Should be done right here. Bye-bye. On to the next floor we go. We got a guild marker, which I think makes stores cheaper. Nice. That's very nice. Oh, wow. Wow. So Cave-In is really, really OP, but I think there's a floor limit. And with our Coldcaelias being as big as they are, I think this is actually pretty bad for us. Trigger feeding on morsels is pretty good. Kindle's way better, though. I think I'm just going to take Kindle here. And then for this one, end of turn, apply freeze to a random card in your hand. That's actually pretty strong, but we already have kind of a nice freeze mechanic going, so that's probably better, but honestly, all of these seem pretty meh. Yeah, all of these seem pretty meh. This is too expensive. This is not useful enough. This is not useful enough. I guess we'll go with that. That seems fine. At least it freezes more cards in hand. Like, we could theoretically get to a point where we cap out our hand. Okay. Unit upgrades, get rid of something. Pyre health. Pyre health we don't really need, so it's going to be wasted here again, but I don't know if we need a Merchant of Magic right here. I still think we could get some nice unit upgrades here that would be beneficial for Overgorger, for example. We may end up needing Overgorger on the final boss at the very least. However, we could also get a spell reduction that makes Crucible Extension 0 on this side. I'm gonna go to this side. Once again, the Pyre health is just a wasted node. Alright, Caverns, what do you got? 2 ornate chests have emerged from the thawing ice. Both chests have a strange lock mechanism that look like they could be picked with shards from the Pyre. Is this the same thing we already got? Oh no, this is money for Pyre health. Absolutely. Absolutely. Give me the money. We have 420 money. There you go, guys. That's how you know you're set for life. Let's go Merchants of Magic here. Eternal Stone, upgrade a spell to remove Consume. I actually really wanted this. And I wanted it for this, I'm pretty sure, but this is also a great target. I'm gonna go for this one, though, and then I'm also gonna make that one cheaper, so that it is still free, but it also is infinite. Upgrade a spell with plus 20 magic power and Consume. Sure. Sure, let's get one of these out of our deck. Reroll here. Upgrade a spell with double stack. That's what I have been looking for. Oh, wow. Double stack seems real strong with one of the Immortal Trades. I was gonna put it on Energy Siphon, but it's so good with Immortal Trade. It's no joke. Right here, I think our best bet is to go ahead and put the 10 damage on this, and then Crucible Extension is getting a -1. Seems good. Purge a card. We don't need our last Train Steward. Bye-bye. Could spend some more to purge some more cards, but I think we're okay where we're at. And here we go. Fell. This is the boss, guys. This is the boss that ends most of my runs. Fell and our allies will add Scourge cards to your deck. Oh boy, that's the fun one. That's the one where it does pyre damage if you don't have energy, and we're always energy starved, so that's great. I mean, we did get some new stuff to help with our energy starve, though, so that's probably fine. I think the biggest trick here is me not being dumb about my placement. Oh, look, I put the right one down first, guys. It happened. It actually happened once. Tell all your friends. You were here. You witnessed history. I didn't do the stupid thing. Let's go ahead and end the turn. So brutal. So brutal. The statue is just obliterated. Like, that statue didn't even have time to exist. Yes. Yes. Okay. I wanted to make sure the Overgorger was safe there. She's not doing rage this round, so it's fine. Usually I get her and she's doing rage and she kills something, like, important, and then I'm just out of luck. This actually works out fine. This. Oh yeah, this works out perfect. Damage shield here seems fine. We don't really need a damage shield up top, we just want to get more morsels down. Same with this, we need more morsels, that's it. Go, go, go. Nom nom nom, Overgorger's gonna keep getting bigger. We do need to look for unit upgrades for Overgorger soon though, because him having such low health means that if he frontlines, he'll just get killed. And we really need him to not get killed, or he's basically functionally useless. What do we do? I mean, Crucible Extension here seems really, really nuts, because we can go ahead and put her down. And then just Spell Weakness something. Doesn't matter what. We could even Ice Tornado here if we wanted. I mean... yeah. Yeah. Seems good. Seems very good. This is brutal. We're just dominating this round. If we don't win this run, it'll be, like, absolutely mind-blowing to me. Absolutely mind-blowing. Oh no, you gave me a costly card thingy. I guess I'll just do that. And then I'll probably toast one of these guys. Who do I want to toast? I mean, honestly, either way, we're doing 2 into this. There we go, now we have 4. Shade Splitter, Toasty. And then, with our morsels, might as well put Lifesteal here. Nowhere to put our gain energy at. Alright, mistakes might have been made. We still have 4 energy next turn, so it's not a big deal. Wow, even Fel is getting wrecked already. Like, we're not even in combat with her technically, and we're just already dealing damage to her. Like, she gets hit by all of the sweeps on this floor, I'm pretty sure, which is nuts. Let's permafrost this so that we can hold it. We don't want to use it right now. That. We could use this. I absolutely think this is fine to use. Oh, we don't have the energy anymore. Okay, I made a mistake by playing too quickly there. That is what it is. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We get to hold both of them because they're permafrosted anyway, so it's all good. Oh my gosh. Fel is getting wrecked. This is hilarious to me. This is for all the times that Fel has ended my runs. Let's go ahead and go with this. Although, I guess that made no sense because I'm just going to do that anyway. We will get an incant trigger from that. We'll kill this guy off, so no healing. Get an incant trigger there. Shade Splitter to get us a morsel. That morsel can only go on one specific floor, which is right here. That thing is dead. Welcome to the end. This is crazy. We haven't been in danger once. Like, double Largestone Coldcaelia is nuts. I can't get over... I was, like, so not sure about doing that, too, and it's just so good. It's insanely good. That... so now she's got Spell Weakness 2. We could nail her with this for, like, ridiculous amounts of damage. Minus 432 is her current damage amount right now. If we Immortal Trade here, that's going to go up. Because she's not going to be able to... Yeah, she's dead. She's dead, so it doesn't matter what we do, so I kind of want to do this just to see how much damage we get. That's not bad. Wasn't enough, but it's not bad. Packed Morsels here, which we'll just use to give Lifesteal to this, because we can't put them anywhere else. Get an Incant Trigger. Sure, we'll do that even though we're going to get rid of it. Get an Incant Trigger, end the turn. Overgorger is still getting fed. Oh wow, with her lifesteal, like, Fel can't even kill her. And she had 6 stacks of lifesteal because we got that double. Oh my gosh. Get wrecked, Fel. Don't even make it past the first floor. Welcome to my next completion. This is it, guys. This is the run. I can feel it. I hope you guys, like, you've got to be feeling this too. We're gonna get this one. Nah. Yeah, that could be really, really good. I'm gonna go for that because it does apply sap, and sap is hard to come by. I do feel like energy is the best bet here, but capacity could also be good. I'm gonna go for energy. As long as I don't make a mistake and forget to place the champion before Coldcaelia on the bottom floor again, we're gonna make it all the way to the end with nothing holding us back. We already have quite a bit of money. We are a little bit lower on pyre health here, so we could take the pyre health, and we also don't necessarily have anything we want to remove for unstable vortex. Although now that I think about it, we kind of do. Here we get a chance to get an upgrade for... Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. We get more pyre health. We get an artifact. First enemy each turn, or first time an enemy unit dies, add 2 morsel units to the hand. That's really good. Playing a spell deals 2 damage to a random enemy unit on the floor. That's not great. That's pretty good, though. And then here we get a large stone. Not what I was after at all. We do get a reroll, though. Is there something we do want a large stone, though? Not really. Like, if we large stone anything at this point, it actually becomes less useful. Damage shield 2 seems really good on Overgorger. Although, the problem with that is that it's only going to absorb 2 hits. Still, that might keep him alive long enough to do damage in the final fight, so I'm going to go with that. Wait. I'd rather give him a lot of health. Okay, let's do this. Damage shield 2, and some additional attack damage on you. Okay, reroll. Multi-strike, there we go. There we go. Upgrade a unit with 25 health, or we can give him incant gain armor 1. Both of those are excellent, but I'm going to give him the health here because that'll keep him alive through a couple hits. And then for this, you can also have armor with your rage. Seems good. Alright. Champion upgrade here. +4 capacity on this floor. Or we could... That gives him an extra capacity cost, which I don't like. So we're going to go for this. Alrighty then. I think it's this and then the final boss. Oh boy, it's this one. I hate this guy. I really hate this guy. Resolve, add a self-mutilation card to the top of your draw pile. That is, pay 1 or your pyre takes 5. Armor 100, 15 health. Gosh, I wish we had something with piercing for this guy. Enemy units enter with an additional armor 20, and we get 400 coins. That honestly seems like it's worth it. Yeah, that seems like it's worth it. We should still be able to mostly kill stuff quickly. Alright. I think it's gonna be fine. We'll find out. I could be wrong. I highly doubt it, though. I think it's gonna be absolutely fine. I played the right card first, guys. We win. It's literally what it feels like lately. Here, have one of these. Oh, did that wreck something? My bad. Yeah. More damage. More damage on our already kind of OP Coldcaelia. Yep, that 20 armor, that's a huge, huge boon for them, guys. They're really, really well off now. This is entirely plausible. Yeah, I like that. Let's go with that. Shade Splitter to get an incant trigger. Yes. These morsels are gonna go lifesteal here, energy here, and then we're not gonna play either one of these right now because it's just not beneficial to. Beautiful, we got more morsels. We are gonna be able to feed Overgorger forever now. We just need to get him out on the board so that we can do that. Alrighty. Ask and you shall receive. There we go. Overgorger's on the table. So is that. Let's go with a... I put her in the wrong spot here. That was a mistake, but we will recover. Let's go damage shield here. Can't play that here. End of turn. Apply frozen to a random card. I like that. Nowhere to put her at the moment, which is kind of sad. We get an extra capacity increase, we could put her here, though. Or once this morsel's gone, actually. In the meantime, more Frostbite on that guy, plus an incant trigger seems good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As long as we kill him before he gets to the actual pyre room, we're fine. I don't know how he got that far without taking much damage. It's just because these guys have like a grip of health. Like, they have a ridiculous amount of health. Yeah. Preserve. We're gonna go ahead and preserve. What do we not intend to play this turn? Maybe this? We have so much energy that, like, there's not a lot we can't play this turn. This is gonna be 35 damage. Not really enough to help with that. How about up here? He's already dead, so that's fine. Alright, I guess in that instance what we want to do is pack morsels, get us all the sweet, sweet morsels here. We could go ahead... Oh, we don't have the 2-cost unit that was going to go down here. So instead, what we'll do is we will go with damage shield, lifesteal. Not at all OP, guys. Not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Can't wipe out any of these units. Actually, we could theoretically wipe this out. Yeah, we can. Give me my energy back. So then we get some more morsels. This is fine. This is totally fine. This is exactly how it should be, guys. Exactly how it should be. Everything is just fine. We're gonna go ahead and trigger that. Sure. And we froze the morsel miner. Of all the morsels to freeze, that's like the best one. Okay. Well, I keep hearing the narrator from Darkest Dungeon be like, overconfidence is a quick and insidious killer, but at the same time, we're just running house on these guys. Just absolutely running house on them. I guess we freeze the Shroud Spike? Yeah, sure. That's fine. Crucible extension on any floor, probably this one, because then we can actually play one of our morsels there to decent effect. Sure, spell weakness, spell weakness. We're mainly doing these just to get incant triggers. And then let's be really nasty. Oh, let's be really, really nasty. 5 into... We're just gonna go ahead and gorge 10 times. Yeah, seems good. I don't know, 66 damage times 2. Seems alright, right, guys? Just decent. It's just decent. It's basic, we're fine. Let's put another morsel down here. Welcome to the end. Oh, yeah. I'm, like, waiting for the boss round now, because I think it's just gonna be entertaining. Oh, brief respite. Y'all know what that means. We're going into the boss round soon. We are absolutely freezing this. And at that point, I guess we just kindle for no reason, because why not have 10 energy? Hit that, and we've got a couple of morsels to place here, so let's go ahead and put a health morsel right there. I actually should have just put both on this floor, because they're probably not going to make it past the first floor. I would say it's a rarity that anybody makes it past the first floor this run. Hey, we got good morsels there, I think. Pretty sure these might have lifesteal or damage shield. I can't remember which, though. Nope, just damage. How? All I can say about this is how. How did this happen? We weren't going to kill him. He was going to live. That was a thing at one point. That's not a thing now. I'm really, really tempted to just Shroud Spike here. Oh, it's because of his armor. He's technically supposed to survive because of his armor, but I'm really tempted to just Shroud Spike up here for 20 times. I think that's the best play. Like, we could have whammed him with a spell just for fun, but 20 triggers on the preserve damage increase on our double strike guy is kind of insane. Doesn't matter. This is over. This is so over. You ain't hurting nobody. You ain't hurting nobody. Even with his revenge, he's not hurting her. He has to literally do 102 damage in one swing to kill her until her life drain runs out. And by that time, it'll be too late. Yeah, he's done. So good. MVP. 400 gold there. Cave-In could be useful here. Gem Trove could also be useful here. So could Grovel. Oh, Gem Trove is for sure the one we're going for. Because it does give damage shield to the whole floor. Gifts for a guard. Draw 3 spells and enhance them with Consume. Plus 20 magic power and 0 cost. Yes, yes please. Seems wonderful. Let's go with that. This is nuts. There's no way we don't win this run. Is that Seraph? That is Seraph. Okay. And this Seraph has Sap like 3 as a starting thing or something. It's super insignificant. We're not going to go here because there's no point. We are going to go here. Going to get our money. Well, I guess there was the unit upgrade here. Like, that was tempting, but not tempting enough. This doesn't ever need to go away. Why would that need to go away? I like that. Also, it shouldn't cost as much as it does, even with it never going away. Oh, for real? You can't put a minus cost on X cost spells. That was a mistake on my part. Okay. That was a reasonable mistake on my part. Let's go with that. 10 more magic power. Seems good. Reroll. Upgrade a spell with permafrost. Sure. We don't ever want that to go away. We just want it to sit in our hand and be ready. Sure, that'll pull it out of the deck. And then 1 energy reduction would go best on... maybe that? I mean, honestly, we have no trouble with energy anymore, so the 1 energy reduction is super irrelevant. Could be nice for this. Could also be nice for this. I'm gonna go with this. Seems better for that. There's not really anything we need to purge unless we want to purge our 6... yeah, we could purge our 6 damage Frozen Lance, no problem. We could purge a couple more cards because we are going into the last boss fight. So what do we want to purge? We don't really need the regular Immortal Trade, we just want the double stack one, which we're going to hold till the end anyway. What else could we potentially pull out? We don't really need our Shade Splitters as much anymore, so we'll pull one of those out. Basically just deck thinning here. We're down to 28 cards, it's not too bad. Oh, there was a Merchant of Trinkets. I'm so bad, guys. I'm so bad. Honestly, none of those are great, though. We could have re-rolled, though. It's fine. Oh, and I didn't do the Hellvent. I get so excited I didn't even do the Hellvent. I'm just like, yeah, we don't need that. Alright. What do we want to double here? This could be really good to double. This could be really good. I mean, we don't need to double this, though. It's not going away. Let's go with... that. That seems like the best thing to double. I think even with the minor mistakes I made, there's really no way we can lose this. The end is near, for them. This incarnation of Hell's greatest foe will temper the strength of your units. Only the truly determined can survive. Friendly units enter with Sap 3. Oh no, it's a whole Sap 3. We lose 6 attack power. Whatever can we do? Except for murder everyone. The biggest problem is this. Seraph's ability to spawn stuff on, like, the top floor is a huge pain. We'll go right there. In this instance, this is a really weird start for us. This is not the start that we expected at all. It's not a bad start, it's just not the start we expected. Oof, that's kind of rough. I neglected one thing, guys. If we don't get Coldcaelias, then we can lose. That's what it comes down to, and so far we haven't. So we're really gonna need to draw one of those next turn. Oh, there we go. Everything's fine. We win. Coldcaelia. Coldcaelia. At this point, we're just trying to stabilize from not having the Coldcaelias before. Damage shield 1 seems good. Let's go ahead and... I want to say Cuddle Hex here. Shroud Spike here. Oh yeah. All good. Everything is fine. It's all good in the neighborhood. Oh, I could have put him on the bottom floor. He gets frozen anyway, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I could have put him on the bottom floor. Oof. These guys do hit pretty hard, though. She gets a damage shield there, though, that's going to allow her to absorb at least 1 hit, which is pretty nice. Crucible extension seems good here. Get our incant trigger. And then... Lifesteal. She's gonna die this round if we don't put something in front of her, though, or kill something over here. So let's start by killing this and see what happens. She's not gonna die anymore. Now she gets damage shield and lifesteal. And while we're at it, why not 2 damage shields and lifesteal? By the way, she's no longer in danger. I mean, she is technically still kind of in danger now that I think about it, but we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and permafrost here. Keep our morsel miner, because that's just such a good morsel to feed people. Shade splitter here, get another morsel. Seems good. Oh yeah, we're fine. As long as we, like, have space to put something in front of her if we need to, we're absolutely fine. She just needs to be able to survive the hits that she takes at the beginning of the next round, and we're good. Oh wow, how is it sap 6? Is it every time she does that we also get sapped? Oh, it is, okay. That's problematic. Another Crucible extension, because you can never have enough of those. That would be hilarious, but we're not doing it. Let's see. No, I didn't mean to do that. I was gonna do that on a different floor, but that's fine, I guess. Okay, so here she is at risk unless she doesn't take any hits. She's going to take 2 hits here. So we need to block 2 hits. And we do that by going garbage morsel, and she survives. And then, just for good measure, we'll put a morsel miner here as well, give her some more attack and health. Shade splitter here, get an incant trigger. Can't put that guy down anywhere, unfortunately. Sure. Get another incant trigger. There we go. Seems good. Yes, it froze the best card. And never forget, guys, we do have the very top, the Overgorger, just waiting to make short work of anyone that gets there. How is she not at full health? She hit like 4 units for a ton of damage. How is she not at full health? I'm so confused by that right now. It doesn't even make sense. We're just gonna spell weakness Seraph as much as we can. Okay, so here she's going to survive. We're gonna give her lifesteal. Also give her some more health. Trigger, just to get an incant. And then we could Ice Tornado somewhere if we wanted to. Ice Tornado here has a chance to just flat out kill that unit in the back and reduce the damage she takes. Seems like a good deal. Let's go for that. Nice. That's exactly what we wanted. More health. More attack. Come on, game. I know I have room. I know I have room. Yeah, seems alright. This Coldcaelia is actually starting to get in danger too, so we'll have to keep an eye on her. The next time we get a floor expansion, we should put it in the middle. I've been keeping the bottom floor going because if we can keep that Coldcaelia alive until we apply a Mortal Trade, there's almost no way that Seraph just wipes her out. Alright. So far, so good. Oh, there are so many options. There are so many options, guys. Let's see. So we'll take that to floor 2 first to get a trigger. Hold on to this in case we want to. We probably won't. Instead, we'll probably do this. We'll pull damage spells out of the deck. There's only one. Huh. So the fact there's only one on that makes it problematic. Here, we could potentially kill these 2 backline units, and that would allow us to gain some energy back, which would also protect her. The main thing, as always, is just protecting her. So I think what we want to do is this. Seems good. More attack. More health. Absorb a hit. She's still dying. We can change that by mind collapsing the guy who hits twice. She should survive if we do this. That worked out perfect. And we actually have room to put another morsel down so we can even prevent her from taking damage at all. Oh, she's already not taking damage at all, so that's actually just wasteful on my part. My bad, guys. You're definitively dead, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay. This seems fine. When do I get my brief respite? I want my brief respite. I need my brief respite here. Need to prepare for Seraph. It's gotta be soon, right? This can't last for... Oh my gosh. Like, this can't last forever. Then it lasts forever. Yeah, we need the Crucible extension here pretty badly. Kindle here seems great. Gets us 8 energy. Gifts for the guard will pull out 1, 2... That's a pretty good pull right now. That's a pretty good pull. Let's do that. Oh, come on. I thought it could only pull damage spells. How garbage. The game was like, ha ha. That's exactly what that was. Okay. That's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. The main thing here is to protect that Coldcaelia. The best way for us to do that is to either put stuff in front of her or otherwise help her out. Here we're gonna go health. I mean, this is an option here. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, it didn't even hit anything useful. How is that even possible? Okay. Well, that never needs to go back in our deck. That's not actually going to help us there. Not really going to help us here either. So, step 1. That doesn't keep her alive. Oh, this sucks. I don't want to have to put this down, but we may have to. Oh, I guess we could also do that, but that's not going to protect her this round, which is the big problem. She's still dead. Unfortunately, because that damage spell and the other spell worked out so badly for us, no matter what we do, she's dead. That's unfortunate. So I guess we just start planning for the floor after she's dead. Which isn't terrible still, it's just not nearly as good. Shoot. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, nothing we can do about it. Okay, we're on the final boss floor now. Oof. I don't even know what I'm doing, guys. I really don't. I'm just trying to come up with the best possible outcome here. I feel like this is definitely a part of that. Okay, that's gonna take 1100 off. I should have done that up here. Alright, I guess we'll see what happens. And our Overgorger's gonna die as well. I think we might have just lost this round. I can't say for sure we did, but we might have. Although there is all the frostbite sustained here. She is going to sustain a lot of frostbite. We might be okay. We might make it. Oh, this is so tense. This is so tense. Okay, 38 frostbite is a lot to work with. Gem trove for sure. That's gonna give us a lot of muscle to put here. More frostbite. More damage. Why didn't I ice tornado? It's okay though, because at least we can freeze the ice tornado to keep it in our hand. 214 damage here. It's gonna be close. If we make it, it's gonna be close. Let me put it that way. God, triple attack is nuts. How is that even balanced? Oh, this is gonna be rough. Okay. Oh my gosh, we did it. We did it. That's it. Victory. Oh my. Too sweet. There we go. That was insane. Covenant rank 6 is unlocked. Add a copy of the primary clan starter card to your starting deck. Well, that's not terrible. By winning a run with these cards, you've unlocked special card frames for them, plus 16 more. Right on. And we gained an Umbra level there. Shroud Mitosis, create 3 copies of a morsel unit. Wow, that's really good for 1 mana. Ember Drain applied. Nice. Was that a combination we hadn't done before? Yeah, I think that was a combo we hadn't done before, too. Very nice. Alright, folks, we did it. We had a great run. It actually turned out perfectly. Holy moly, that's insane. I want to look at the run summary here again real quick, because that's just crazy. Those Coldcaelias with double large stones were unreal. Sweep and Frostbite 3 plus double large stone is really, really good. Okay. I have nothing else to say. That was just insane. I can't believe we made it as far as we did. I made a lot of mistakes too. A lot of mistakes, and we came out okay. If I was a better player, that wouldn't have been as narrow. I really thought we were going to make it all the way to the end, and then Seraph was going to get us. Thankfully, that spell weakness plus the multiple damage from our pumped up spell was enough to get us the rest of the way. We made it. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey, and I will see you next time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!